Hello students, welcome back. I am Rinkesh sir. Today we will continue with chapter number 9, that is ray optic and optical instrument. Today's topic is scattering of light. You have already studied the basics of this chapter in standard 10. You might have studied the topic atmospheric scattering, right? Now here we'll study this in detail. Okay? Now see, visible light. Visible light consists of seven different colors. Now when the ray of light or when the sunlight comes from sun to the earth, when it enters in the atmosphere, this light is incident on the atmospheric particles. So what will happen? The light will start scattering, right? Now, different color light will have different amount of scattering. Like red color, okay, this will scatter minimum, right? Red color will scatter minimum as this is having maximum wavelength in visible spectrum. Okay, so higher the wavelength, lesser the scattering. The amount of scattering, the amount of scattering is inversely proportional to the fourth power of its wavelength. Right? The amount of scattering is inversely proportional to the fourth power of its wavelength. So see here, when you observe in a daytime, the sky appears blue because blue light is scattered higher compared to the red light, right? In actual case, violet light is having the minimum wavelength. That means violet light must scatter maximum, but the sensitivity of our eye, blue color is having higher sensitivity for our eye, so the sky appears blue. Just for example, if this is the earth and this is the atmosphere surrounding the earth, right? This is the atmosphere surrounding the earth. So now when sunlight reaches to the earth, what happens? Blue light scatters in the sky as red light is having minimum wavelength, right? Red light is having minimum wavelength, so it will not scatter, but blue light scatters maximum. So what will happen? The sky appears blue because the light that scatters here is blue. Of course, as I said earlier, violet light scatters maximum, but the sensitivity of our eyes to blue light is higher. So that is the reason sky appears blue. So what is the reason why sky is appearing blue? This is because of the scattering phenomena. Clear? Now, in the evening time, in the evening or early morning, sun appears red, right? Why it is like that? See, in the evening time, the sun will be at the horizon, right? So when the sunlight enters here, it has to travel maximum distance in atmosphere compared to the midday. See here, the distance traveled by this light is shorter and here it is higher. So what happens Which light scatters minimum? Red light. As red light scatters minimum, all the other lights are scattered in the atmosphere and red light reaches at the observer's eyes. So sun appears red in the evening or in the early morning, right? That is the reason. Clear? So this was about scattering. Now, why does this scattering takes place? The scattering takes place because when the light is incident on the atmospheric particles, when they are incident on the atmospheric particles, the light scatters. Now, if I take this size, let's take this size of the incident particle is A. If A is very less compared to the wavelength, then such scattering is called Rayleigh scattering. Okay, the sky appears blue. This is because of the Rayleigh scattering. If the size of the particle A is too much higher than the wavelength, then it is called my scattering, as the name of the scientist. Just for example, during monsoon, okay, when there are water droplets, or you can say when, if you take example of clouds, right? So the molecules of water, they are having higher size. So due to that size, what will happen? The size of the water molecules will be higher compared to the wavelength, right? So each color light will be scattered. So when I will combine all the colors, it makes white. So due to that, clouds appear white. Okay. So why clouds appear white? This is due to my scattering. Okay. Why the sky appears blue? That is due to Rayleigh scattering. Clear? So just note down this topic. The next is Raman scattering. Now see, Raman scattering or Raman effect by the name of Indian scientist C.V. Raman. Now see, what did he observe? He observed that when a light is incident on a gas or a liquid or a transparent medium, then the scattered light that is scattered, that is having the wavelength of incident light as well as some weak additional wavelength, means other from the incident light. It may be of higher frequency or lower frequency compared to the incident light, right? So this is about inelastic scattering. See, whenever a visible or UV light is incident on a gas, liquid or transparent medium, okay, then the scatter light consists of incident wavelength as well as weak additional lines or of changed wavelength, right? Now if the wavelength of the scatter light is higher or is of lower frequency, then that are called as Stokes line. And if the wavelength is lesser, low, or having higher frequency compared to the incident light, then they are called as anti-Stokes line, right? So these Raman lines are the gives the characteristic of the material, right? So this was about Raman scattering or Raman effect. Okay, so just note down these points. Okay, students, so that's it for today. In our next video, we'll study about simple microscope and compound microscope. Thank you.